say, I think your big event of the year is now, April. Speak, my love, with all your honor. Oh, tell them it was worth every second of your time. Tell them we were born lonely, you'd make them worry otherwise. Did it come in with the rain, or was it led in by a loved one, saying this is why you carry, this is why you carry for now? Honest aching in all our bodies. Oh, hold them like you're willing to take all they know. Guidelines for an acrobat who's never walked a rope before. Did it come in with the rain, or was it led in by a loved one, saying this is why you carry, this is why you carry for now, this is why you carry for now, this is what you carry. And enough of you haven't mentioned us, whether or not it was intentional. And enough of you haven't mentioned us, whether or not it was intention. Did it come in with the rain, or was it led in by a loved one, saying this is why you carry, this is why you carry for now? And did you put yourself to shame when it all fell out of nothing, saying this is why you carry, this is why you carry for now, this is why you carry for now, this is why you carry for now? In the night, in the night, in the night, in the night. Thank you. I hope you know what kind of party you've signed up for here. It is a sad girl party. I welcome you. There was an omen in the quiet, stirring in your spine, way you climbed my stairs was all I needed. I was magnetic in my laurels, gripping a hold of your night under a net of incandescence. Laid claim you were mine. I was waking up, 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 I was waking up. You were already gone. A state of revelation for all your waiting sirens, a mountain of a minute among the baited kind. You could call it all a specialty, a lifetime on a vine. I never made a dedication, but it's all I needed. I was waking up, 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 I was waking up. You were already gone. Take it all, take it all from me. I was wanted once, I was wanted once, I'll be wanted again, I'll be wanted again, I'll be wanted. I'll be wanted again, I was waking up, 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 I was waking up. You were already gone. You were already gone. You were already gone. You were already gone. Thank you. Sometimes it's really anxiety-inducing to come back to your hometown. I don't know if any of you know what that's like, but I grew up here in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, and it's only anxiety-inducing because I feel like when I perform here, I performed in the Rotary Music Festival so often as a young child who had a very giant voice, and there was always like 2 or 3 adjudicators just like straight in the middle of the room, and now that I can't see you all, I'm like, oh no. Is that like an 88 performance or like a 91? It's like the most stressful thing you can do to children, but also made me do this, so I don't know. Like, I won them all, don't worry. Hey, David. Oh, don't worry. No, I'm not saying it's because of losing or anything. Oh my God, what a jerk. Just telling the truth over here. Here's a song called Aquarius. We were the feverish, with polished breath and warm eyes, upheavals of confidence, blowing secret through our clothesline. We were unbalanced, had our trouble finding footing. Full moon in Aquarius, we were wolfing, we were wolfing. Stay, stay, stay. You say I move like I'm walking through water, like all my limbs will never hit the ground. I know you'd rather it that way. Then I won't notice when you let me down. We gathered delicate for a mood indulging incline, a misunderstanding of highlighted cursive writing, summered in solace. We tended to our muscles, passing wavelengths and upset, counting every morning they withheld from us. Stay, stay, stay. You say I move like I'm walking through water, like all my limbs will never hit the ground. I know you'd rather it that way. Then I won't notice when you let me down. You say I move like I'm walking through water, like all my limbs will never hit the ground. I know you'd rather it that way. Then I won't notice when you let me down. We were coming with our rage, we were coming with our raging hearts. We were coming with our rage, we were coming with our raging hearts. We were coming with our rage, we were coming with our raging hearts. We were coming with our rage, we were coming with our raging hearts. We were coming with our rage, we were trying to figure out the last time that I was here to play a show, and it was with Steve Maloney, and we still don't know what year. But somewhere between 2015 and 2017 and a half, I was here. And then the only other time I was here is when I was part of Make Music Happen, Mr. H Presents. And the kids, the youths, at the end of the couple of days of making music together, perform songs that they've like written and made, and it's mind-blowing. And I was like, you are all much better at this than I am, and you're youths. And my little group that I had, so you like have little groups and different ones make different songs, and I don't really know how it goes, but I was just watching them the whole time. My little group, I had performed for them because the people that are being the like instructors or guides or whatever are made to sing a concert. And I had mentioned that I was devastated when the CBC told me that the Brontosaurus was no longer a dinosaur. And I don't know to this, I'm like, does Pluto exist, and is there a Brontosaurus, or was there? I don't know. Don't tell me, because it will ruin this evening. You will ruin everybody's night. And anyway, so this little group of guys, the next day when we were in like writing class, one of them wrote this like beautiful poem about like the Brontosaurus and missing it and where did it go. And it was so, I don't even know how, I'm really bad at telling ages of children. And so I would be like, he's 9, but he's probably like 15. Anyway, he was amazing. And just like read this poem aloud in front of everyone. And it was so soft and tender and good. And I was like, this is profound. You need to now make music about it. And so him and 2 other boys made something, made like a spoken word piece. And one of them was a beautiful guitar player. The other one played piano. And then he was to say the poem above all of this like music being made. And like I saw them rehearse it, and they had stuffed rose petals in their pockets to then throw onto the stage for the Brontosaurus via me. And it was truly the most beautiful thing. When we got here, it went awry, and he no longer wanted to say the poem, and that's so fair. But then he recorded it on a phone. And, you know, you can't just spring that. You can't just be like, I'm going to play it through a phone on this microphone the last minute. Anyway, so that was the last time I was here. And they can't, like, it all went, it was a beautiful mess that happened on the stage. I was so happy for them that happened, because I know that they were, like, you know, devastated or whatever. But I was like, from the crowd, you know. And they ran back on the stage and like threw the pedals at the end anyway, and they were all very red-faced and a little bit bashful. And anyway, that was the last time I was in this room, I think. And I don't have it planned to like say the poem or anything. He never gave it to me. I thought that I was owed it, but that's fine. I gotta find. I have their names written down. I can't remember them right now. You're like someone's mother is here for, like, you know, someone's aunt or something is here. So it's nice to be back in this room. Is kind of just what I was trying to get at there. We still don't know. We don't know about Pluto. They're like the same thing for me. I don't know why. Like they exist in the same astral plane of my own brain. Anyway, there's a song called Keeper. It's for the Brontosaurus. I would keep you if it were up to me. I would keep you if it were up to me. Oh, luck, call it that if you must. I've been warming to your eyes for months. At this height, with a swell of constellations we named, without fighting city lights, I would call on you anytime. I would keep you if it were up to me. I would keep you if it were up to me. Yeah, you lit it up. You were the brightest one. Yeah, you lit it up. You were the right one. Oh, fortune, were it not for my own, I'll stay honest, handing over all I know. And at this side, taking liberty of all your lies. We were here, but we'll be gone now in no time. I would keep you if it were up to me. I would keep you if it were up to me. Yeah, you lit it up. You were the brightest one. Yeah, you lit it up. You were the right one. I would keep you. I would keep you. I would keep you. I would keep you. Thank you. Bye. No. That's enough work. I was telling Brad I went into Long McQuaid and just did the thing that like feels wrong as a woman to go into Long McQuaid and do, because I just kept like picking out pink things. I kept being like, oh my God, that's gorgeous. I need that. And I just felt like I like put us back a few years or something, but so I was like, oh my God, Like, she has never touched a musical instrument before in her life. I have, and it has been pink. I wish. Anyway. This is a song about my dad's house. He is currently there and not here. We made him take care of our dogs. My dog and his dog. There's also a pony, a few eagles. There's a squirrel friend. That's true. There's now a crow friend named Charlie, who I thought was like a boat or something, because he's like, well, Charlie's out again. Like, he's always warning about boats. Today he made me. Also, okay, can you tell me, is there a real contest where you can send a photo into something and you win a car? Okay. I was like, my dad is like, for like years now, since whenever I come home, he's like, take a picture of me here by the dogberry tree with the pony, and we'll send that into NTV. It can't be NTV. Is it? We'll send that into Tony Marie and see what she says about it. Anyway, he's been trying to win that car. I'm like, Dad, I feel like you could have just bought a few cars by now. You're fine. But today, the icebreaker was coming in, of course. And he's like, well, take a picture of that. Kimmy, take a picture. Like, I don't have any fancy lens. His like niece has this like fancy lens camera. He's always telling me about it. I don't have that. He's like, take picture. No, it's not like Joanne's. That's not gonna win us nothing. Like, anyway, I took some pictures of the icebreaker, and I was trying to put a filter on it for him. It was never enough. And then the container ship came in after the icebreaker, because one thing I didn't realize is that that's what they're for. Make a little scoop through the water. Anyway, so. I feel like there's so much content on my devices that are like me taking a picture of Dad or something over there, just like trying to win him a car on NTV. I was like, do you do this when I'm not around, or is it just some kind of like specific torture? In the woods, I find peace. In the woods, subtle stimulus relief. And I'm covered in ether, and I'm colored in grace. Where the pirates won't find me, no, the pirates won't find me, no, they won't lay eyes on me, no, they won't lay eyes on me. Underfoot, root piles map the way to frozen letters under pine cones and ice. I'm varnished in maple, and I'm versed in praise. Where the pirates won't find me, no, the pirates won't find me, no, they won't lay eyes on me, no, they won't lay eyes on me, on me, ooh, on me, ooh. Oh, speak a sign, oh, of us and our design, oh, speak. Oh, speak, where the pirates won't find me, no, the pirates won't find me, no, they won't lay eyes on me, no, they won't. I'm covered in maple, and I'm versed in praise. Oh, I'm covered in meal, and I'm placed in praise. This song was written like about what happens to actual physical spaces when, thanks Brad. I was like speaking out into the abyss. I felt really comfortable with it, but we're back now. Always. About what happens to physical spaces, like when stuff's gone on in it that you don't want to face again. I don't know if you know what it's like around here. You're just like running into the same person at the mall and stuff, you know? It's just like going downtown. It's a studio. That can't be here. Anyway, it's named Neighborhoods. It's not written about curling. Horoscopes. We had no trouble finding meaning. Held on by currents we believed in, and violet light, violet light. I wanted to believe you when you said I was honey. I wanted to believe you when you said I was honey. Neighborhoods. Will I hold them now as funerals? Lucid moons allow reminders of what arrives at night. I wanted to believe you when you said I was honey. I wanted to believe you when you said I was honey. I wanted to believe you to believe you when you said I was calling for my last lung, and I wanted nothing but everything you are, and I was calling for my last lung, and I wanted nothing, no, I wanted nothing. Thank you. Just had to play enough to show you I can play guitar too. If you were wondering, yes, my dog bought me this jumpsuit. She did a really good job. I just feel like online shopping, online window shopping is my favorite thing to do. And I have like a million things in my cart all the time in different websites. And my dog Duck was doing a Zoom, and I had the tab open with this jumpsuit from a designer, a local designer in Halifax, just open, looking at it. And Duck did a Zoom and jumped on it and like literally ordered me this piece of clothing. And I was flabbergasted. And I told my girlfriend, who was just like sitting in the living room as well, I was like, I would have just ordered this on my own, like no big deal. But like, Duck just got this for me. I was like, oh my gosh, she knows me so well. She got the right color and everything. So that's cool. Thank you for coming here. It's, thank you. It's a very scary time in so many ways. It's nice to have just a gentle evening together. Can go home because it's a school night. Go to bed early. It's just so sad after this. This is a song called The Weight of It All. I wrote it for my mom, who's Judy Harris, who so many of you know, and she's the best woman I've ever known. But I'd really like to dedicate it to my friend Shirley, who's hopefully somewhere in the wind with her, having a little toast, a scotch or something. I was born to the lilacs with the lambs here waiting. I was born to a youngster as a nameless baby. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, the queen of the lilies led me home in the morning. It was there in the oranges. They kept me loved and warm. Oh, 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 ooh. Oh, and after 20 years, sounds had fallen quiet on waiting ears. When they woke me at 3 a.m. to tell me she was leaving, and I don't remember anything but the sounds of her breathing and the weight of it all, the weight of it all. hunter, and I was born in a flame. Yeah, I was given enough, and I was given a name. They taught me of the riches of the heart. They told me I was something, told me I was something. And after 20 years, sounds that fall in quiet on waiting ears. They woke me at 3 a.m. to tell me she was leaving, and I don't remember anything but the sounds of her breathing and the weight of it all, the weight of it all. The weight of it all, 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 the weight of it all. People ask me how I get through that song, and I don't ever have to sing it in my hometown. And so that's how I don't know the answer when I'm here. This is a song that's not mine. It's Kate Bush's. Pray God you can cope. I'll stand outside this woman's work, this woman's work. Oh, it's hard on a man. Now this part is over. I'll start the craft of the Father. I've got a lot of strength left. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I should be open, but I can't stop thinking all the things I should have said that I never said, all the things I should have done that I never did, all the things that you needed from me, all the things that you wanted from me, all the things I should have given but I didn't. Oh, darling, make it go away, make it go away, make it go away. Thank you. Now the party's really getting started. I was older when I first saw fireflies lighting up reeds like the prayers left behind our eyes. They glow and glow and glow without apologizing. It was then I started dreaming of marine life and all the possibilities if I could bend the light with ornate gestures illuminating tree lines. The whispers drew we were the last sign they saw that night. Wake up and tell me who you dreamed of. I was your whale cry, I was your lightning dove. I know you're terrified, but they'll never be without. Once you were wondrous, and now you have your doubts. Once you were wondrous, and now you have your doubts. One day they promised the light in us will leave here. Say things that will make me want to stay for the remainder. Our effervescent thoughts on forever last long enough for us to remember. Wake up and tell me who you dreamed of. I was your whale cry, your lightning dove. I know you're terrified, you'll never be without. Once you were wondrous, and now you have your doubts. Once you were wondrous, and now you have your doubts. You were once a mountain-hearted one. You were once a mountain-hearted one. You were once a mountain-hearted one. You were once a mountain-hearted. Wake too wondrous. Now you have you down. Thank you. My friend Shannon Webb Campbell is a poet, a beautiful, beautiful poet, and she released a book a few years ago called Still No Word. And for her book launch at the Company House in Halifax, I was doing a little opening set and decided to surprise her by making one of her poems into a song. And it was a very interesting experience because she was just seated on the stage next to me while I sang this thing for the first time. It was the first time she was hearing it, and it was very emotional. What a surprise. Anyway, she has a book that's coming out, I think in April. It's called Lunar Tides, and she sent me the, is it called a manuscript if it's a poetry book? Doesn't matter. A long time ago, and I was able to read through it, and it's the most beautiful thing that I've ever read, probably, so no big deal. Get your hands on that. But I thought that I might, I didn't make a new song from a new poem, but I figured I'd sing the one that I did before. I've only sung it a handful of times, and I have only played it on guitar, so there is a guitar right there, I know. But isn't this nice? This baby? This baby. The poem is called Either Point Mistaken or Mistaken Point, and then the song is called the opposite of that, but I can never remember what it is, so Point Mistaken, Mistaken Point. Which I didn't know was a real place, but you pass the sign on the way to St. John's from here. These are all very cool things, I know. I mistook you for someone else at mistaken point. Walking over ancient rocks, I keep covered in blue socks to preserve the fossils. I saw something new in you. I saw something new in you. Your brown eyes softened as your callous fingers trace the relics of all that came before us. I saw something new in you. I saw something new in you. forget who we were, shed our city skins and become. We'll forget who we were, shed our city skins and become. And on the drive home, a whale breached. We pulled over, struck by seeing something larger than ourselves. We pulled over on the drive home. A whale breached. We pulled over, struck by seeing something larger than ourselves. That night I conversed with the stars, told them I wanted you in an old sandbox house under a crooked roof by a wood stove. You drink yourself to sleep. I covered your toes and went to bed. You could have learned to fish. I'd have memorized a recipe for bread. We'd forget who we were, shed our city skins and become. We'd forget who we were, shed our city skins and become. And on the drive home, a whale breached. We pulled over, struck by seeing something larger than ourselves. We pulled over on the drive home. A whale breached. We pulled over, struck by seeing something larger than ourselves. Thank you. I went whale watching for my birthday this past year. My birthday was in August, but we didn't get to go until October. And it was on off Briar Island, in, I think that's still in Nova Scotia. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we went out, it was the last day for the tours of the year. And we went out, and the naturalists that come on the boat and like do this sort of guide thing are so beautiful and interesting, and like care so much about that water and those whales, and just like filled us with information. And they were like, when we were getting on the boat, they asked us like, are you fine if we stay out a few more hours than you're supposed to? Like, do you have like snacks and stuff? Because they were going to go a little farther to make sure that we saw them, and they wanted to do a little, thing to see who was in the bay. And we saw 14 different full-sized humpback whales, and they were right there. Like, I was in I still can't even listen to me. Whales. But But I was so overwhelmed. My partner and I were so overwhelmed, and it was like the most beautiful thing I've experienced. I was just I was weeping, and everyone's like, "What is this girl?" But, guess what? It was an emotional time. But yeah, one of the ladies that does the tour, she stands at the front. I believe her name was Cindy. She was very cool, and she knew 200 different whales just by the markings on their fins and how they sit and stuff. She could just she's like, oh, triggers in the area. Like they all had really funny names, like very like guitars here. It was just a lot of objects. But like very cute. There's 200. I mean, you run out of like Gary and Alice after a while, I guess. But anyway, it was so profound. And so when I sing that song now, I get to sort of go into my body and remember those beautiful humpbacks. And yeah, I highly recommend. I mean, you live in Newfoundland. It's like my dad's like, oh yeah, that's cool. We watched a whale the other day come into Bay. It's like, yeah. I was like, was it like a little minky? He's like, no, it's full size. Like, full size what? So? Seals here all the time. We were just talking last night. I'm sorry if you've heard this story already, but it's a very Cornerbrook thing where we were talking about an old friend of mine, and then just ran into her across the street before coming in here, Lisa. And my dad was like, he was telling a story about probably the whales and that, and then he just goes very quiet for a while. He's like, remember that seal? I'm like, yes, Cecilia, I know her, and I remember her. And Cecilia was I say giant seal, maybe because I was 10 or 11 or something. I don't know how old we were, Lisa. But my dad, watched this seal on the ice for long enough that he was like, he can't get in to the water and really needs to. And so he, I had it in my head that he had, done, a rope and pulley thing. And last night when I was asking him, he was like, no, I walked down and put the seal in my arms and carried it up the hill. And so he walked into the ice and got the seal, carried it, and put it in the back of our truck, our Ford F-150. And there's a cab on it. And then my friend Lisa was with me, and he put us in the back of the truck with the seal. And we were like, I feel like I remember us pouring water on it and stuff and being like, Cecilia, you're going to be okay. And Dad was like, we got to drive it to a place where there's open water. And so we drove from Curling to Lark Harbor or something to save this seal's life that I'm not sure it needed us to, but it was really happy when we got to Lark Harbor or wherever it was. It was far enough away that Lisa and I were in the back of that truck for a while with a seal that had no muzzle or anything on. I don't know. Seals got teeth, don't they? My dad, last night, he was like, I was wondering it didn't bite you. It was like, no doubt. Anyway, we were best friends with Cecilia by the time we got to Lark Harbor, and I was very sad to see her go and also, relieved. But yeah, he, put her on this, graded hill. I think that's called a hill. And it was snowy, and she just, slid down, like the Sesame Street slide, and just went bloop right into the water. And so yeah, I was like, yeah, Dad, I do remember the seal for sure. I definitely have told this story on CBC radio multiple times, I think, at this point. I remember Stephanie Domet on Main Street in Halifax was like, do you have any winter or Christmas memories? Because I was doing their Christmas show, and I was like, I got this one about a seal. It's just because it had snow in it. Anyway. have died. We could have died, Lisa. I'd do it again. Okay. I'm going to play you one more song. It's called Heirloom. I put a record out in January of 2020. And yeah. And then I started touring early March 2020. And I was in Ontario. And then I spoke to my manager and label friend, Nigel Jenkins, who is here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone. You don't say ladies and gentlemen anymore. And he was like, it's all canceled. And so I drove home from, I think we did a show in Toronto where everyone hugged and shared a chip bowl and had communal wine. And we're very close to one another. And then the next night we played at the National Arts Center in Ottawa, and people were starting to do like an elbow bump or like an ankle bump. A few people tried to do, and I didn't know. I was like, are we playing hacky sack? Like, what's going on? I was never good at it. And we had learned that Sophie Gregoire Trudeau had just like gotten COVID up the street. And we're like, what is that? And then we listened to a podcast called The Daily every day driving home, and we're like, oh my God. And our partners were like, pick up toilet paper, pick up sanitizer in Quebec, because there's none here anymore. Everybody's got the flour gone. And so missed kind of all the rest of the shows, and have really, I've had the opportunity to play so much more than a lot of people that I know, which is really helpful. People are really trying to, Nigel is really getting me on stages and placing me in places where we can just do something. And it's, I super appreciate it, because I'm happy to be in person sharing these songs, finally. And so the name of this song is Heirloom. The name of the record is Heirloom. Brad made fun of me, but I have CDs. I bet a bunch of you still listen to CDs. Yeah, exactly. Of course. That's my favorite. Yeah. I'm like, Cornerbrook's not dumb. They still got cars that got CD players, and if they don't, then they put them in it. And also, I have prayer candles with my own face on them, which, I don't know, make what you will about that. Is she a narcissist? We're not sure. She talked about winning everything earlier. Is it true? And I also drew on tote bags for you. So these are all special things for you that I put out on a table out front, because is anybody else watching this besides us? Because I was in New Glasgow, and I had all this stuff in my car in Nova Scotia, New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, and I didn't even put any of it out because I was saving it all for you. Well, they didn't deserve it, David. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to play you this one last song, then everybody can go home to bed. I really appreciate you being here. It's terrifying outside at all, outside the bed. I love you so much. My name is Kim Harris. Thanks so much to David and to Brad. I was wondering if you liked my flowers. Okay, cool. No, I thought it seemed like I was like in the Olympics or something. Like, I don't know if anybody has a trophy. Not yet. Anyway, maybe after this song. But yeah, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I can't wait to come back here again and be able to hug everybody. Maybe I lost it in a parking lot or in caverns under my rib cage. Wanted flattery to fall off my back, but it's worn into my skin these days to be unwanted. Ooh. When I warm so easy in the colors of you, have you burned every thought of me, set ablaze in fireweed? You'll find a trace in runes. Heirloom, heirloom. I kept you held in arms of goldenrod or in patterns under haunted scenes, following muted lines of mountain tops, a reminder of how soft I've been to be unwanted. Ooh. When I form so easy in the colors of you, have you burned every thought of me, set ablaze in fireweed? You'll find a trace in runes. Heirloom, heirloom, heirloom. To be unwanted. Ooh. When I warm so easy to the colors of you, ooh. Have you burned every thought of me, set ablaze in fireweed? Have you burned every thought of me, set ablaze in fireweed? Have you burned every thought of me, set ablaze in fireweed? Have you burned every thought of me, set ablaze in fireweed? Thank you so much. Thank you. Flower petals at you. Thank you.
Get out here!
You. You're screaming at me? All right. That's very funny because my friend Jenn Grant, who's putting a record out, and we just wrote a song together about her. And the first line says, "She was a payroll honey," which is really, really fun because she was at Berry Seafoods. And she loved it so much there. That's really funny. I'm like, do I know any more songs? But her record's coming out like, I don't know when, but soon. She does everything very fast. And the name of the song just was like, she's like, it's called Judy. And I don't know it to play it for you right now. And I don't think I'm allowed, probably. Tell me one thing, give me more, tell me one thing. We've held this long enough to part with. Leave out all you wanted to say for a lasting departure and peel waves from the mouth of a martyr. Young lives on old age, laying out all pardons. Young lives on old waves. Tell me what the night told you. I wasn't fast enough for your cosmic storm, and give me what the night gave you. I was a part of it to the uproar, Come down now, sit heavy. Stay, lend me one small cover to hinder rain from kings with armor and lovers. No ties to our names. Lay it on your hardest. Young lies and old blame. Tell me one thing, give me more. Tell me one thing. We've held this long enough to part with. I was in conversations with oracles. Tell me what the night told you. I wasn't fast enough for your cosmic storm, and give me what the night gave you. I was a part of it till the uproar, Call out and tell them I've lost it all. Call out and tell them I've lost it all. Call out and tell them I've lost it all. Call out and tell them I've lost it all. Tell me what the night told you. I wasn't fast enough for your cosmic storm, and give me what the night gave you. I was a part of it till the uproar, Love you all.